Good afternoon. This is Shiba, First Regent of Universe, talking to you. Today I'm going to proceed with our series about emotions, the sense of life, part 3, negative emotions. Grief, loss, homesickness, longing. The loss of a loved one tears a deep hole. We are used to having positive feelings in the company of others. Now they are no longer there, we have withdrawal symptoms. We miss the other person. See also lovesickness and homesickness. The body reacts with severe, deep pain in the chest, near the heart, as it indicates that synapses are no longer being activated in relation to this person and tissue or synapses are being destroyed. You recognize that you lost a treasure. The body reacts violently and defends itself. Depending on the situation, the loss can be life-threatening. Long married couples who really loved each other die one after the other. The pain is correspondingly deep, similar to addicts who no longer take drugs. There is no medication for this. To those who are part of our system and stick with it, please know that you will see your loved ones again. That should comfort you. It is a temporary separation, not forever. We don't care how the others deal with it. Depression. Someone or something has been lost. It does not necessarily have to be a person or a broken relationship. You are unhappy, unsatisfied, downhearted. You are missing something. The body shows us a loss through pain. For example, a relationship ends. It is terrible. You grieve. If you don't believe in life after death, you don't heal. There can be also other reasons for a depression. Deep unfulfilled longings, for example, or a lack of hormones, serotonin deficiency, or other physiological problems can also be the cause. You can't generate positive feelings. Some people suffer from this permanently. Please consult your alternative practitioner or therapist. It is not to be confused with a burnout. Aggression, anger, rage is a very important emotion. It serves self-protection. It is a kind of activation energy to show the other person their limits. However, it is very important to control it, and you should check carefully beforehand whether you are in the right. Every conflict situation should be analyzed before any action is taken. Don't act impulsive here. Sometimes the damage cannot be fixed. Hate, an absolute trigger, can be very useful, is by no means a negative feeling, usually grows over a long time. But what you have to consider here is also that you have to be in the right. If you harm somebody wrongly or by mistake, it will have consequences for you. Extreme form of rejection. If for the right reasons, this feeling is quite justified. Jim, for example, hates sin. We also have an enemy. Don't fall for Satan's advertisement, peace, peace, no danger. Fear is a very important feeling that you should listen to. It serves to protect you. It alerts us to dangerous situations that we should avoid. It can also start with discomfort, nervousness, and stomach ache. You should check once in a while if you fear something because of the right reasons. Is the situation really dangerous or not? Maybe circumstances have changed or your opinion towards the topic. Insecurity, a very unpleasant feeling, arises from a lack of education. Can disappear completely if you undergo sanctification and our education. Do not fall for false prophets, for example the Pope, and or pseudo-scientists. Our promise of salvation refers to absolute transparent enlightenment that eliminates all uncertainty. I often suffered from this in my childhood. I also often felt out of place. Back then, my entire environment was also very insecure at times, as it still is now. You don't really know what to do. It's terrible. The loss of know-how and thriving on site is a disaster. Being a child is a terrible psychological state. There will be no more children in our system. I am now very happy about my level of education and that I am able to explain all the facts. A loss of know-how is the very worst thing that can happen in our system, which is why we guard and defend our know-how to the death. Even against you, see chapter 19 Revelation. If necessary, we will destroy you in order to save and protect our system. Rejection is painful. But first check whether it is your fault or the other person's fault. This has a considerable impact on your emotional situation. If you are to blame, you will rightly develop a feeling of guilt and loss and you feel bad. There are reasons for you to be rejected. Work on improving the core causes and you will quickly feel better. If the other person is wrong, your resentment about the situation is expressed through anger. Not nice either, but you can check the situation off more quickly and move on. Despair, powerlessness. When you do no longer know what to do. One of the worst feelings. Therefore, come to me, you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. This offer stands for those who have made it through the crisis. Revelation 3 verse 10. For exactly another 50 years. We have advice, we know what to do, we bring light into the darkness, we sort out the chaos. Take it or leave it. Captivity. We originally created humans as free individuals who should be granted private property and who should enjoy fellowship with one another. Relationships should be based on respect, reverence, and kindness. Serve one another, one should show deference for another, love your neighbor as yourself. No man should rule over another. Freedom is the highest good next to health. Our entire system is based on free will. Anyone who oppresses people in order to gain an advantage or maintain false power structures is liable to prosecution. This wrong, ungodly behavior will have consequences. Discrimination. We do have a system of exclusion and distance, but this should be based on the right reasons only. Our rules are designed to preserve life. Anyone who breaks them does not belong to us because they are a threat to our rule of law and our survival. We are of one mind. Thought structures that harm our community, our goals, and our worldview should be avoided, even quite strictly. Beware the beginnings. We advised you again and again, but you are just not listening. You always mix things up and confuse our word with your thought structures. We have been dealing with you for 15,000 years now. The time of grace and mission has come to an end. Save yourselves, those who still can. You have 50 years left. Stop limping on both sides. If you are discriminated against because you belong to our system, it feels bad, but so what? We are sovereign and the winners in the end. Remember my words. Pointlessness. You regularly maneuver yourselves into ridiculous situations. First and foremost because you have no connection to eternity. Finite life is always pointless from the outset, and the thought of losing life should be unbearable for you. We have no idea how you can live in such a state of repression to be able to bear this thought so well. Lord, teach us to remember that we must die so that we may become wise. Psalm 90, verse 12. We can talk and talk, but it's no use. You just don't want to listen. Well, everyone gets what they deserve. Rely on that. Besides, you keep listening to ordinary people. We have long since defined and described the meaning of life. You simply cannot be obedient. Comes from listen, understand, follow, do. Again and again, your activities come to nothing, are not efficient, not well thought out, and your thought structures are absolutely finite. You do not create sustainable solutions. You are extremely short-sighted, and the greed for profit prevails since centuries. You are technically far behind. You still have an exploitative and locust mentality. You are destroying our creation and thinking after me the flood, who cares? By then I will be dead in any way. See the attitude of Hiskia. This will have serious consequences. You simply cannot think in complex and efficient cycles. Your models of the matrix, as I said before, are pathetic. Your thought structures end in death. You are superficial and perishable, impulsive for quick short-term gratification. You do not create satisfying solutions. The technology level you are on is completely outdated. Nothing of your invented technology is used in our system. This will be your greatest defeat. You have created and accomplished nothing. There is nothing you could mark as your property. We will take everything away from you because you could not take care properly of anything we gave to you. On the contrary, the world is in a very bad condition thanks to you. We gave you the world for a moment so that you could understand it. Now we concluded that you have failed. We reclaim our property. We take care of it ourselves again. That is the point of no return. This decision has been made. We won't revoke it. At the moment, your whole life is meaningless. Your thought structures are pathetic. Learn more about emotions in our next video, Emotions, the Sense of Life, Part 4, Love and Marriage. Regarding religious important news, please feel free to watch my videos on YouTube. What we always wanted to tell you: correct statutory declarations, right presentation of and links between religion, politics, worldview and science. Videos 1 to 6. Because of their length, sometimes split it in several parts. Since also children have access to YouTube, I encrypted video 1 to 5 because of partly upsetting contents. Also feel free to watch my video on YouTube, New Group Alpha Technologies on LinkedIn. It addresses the civilian population. Thank you.